Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Second Lieutenant Alex Boyce, your narrator for today's ceremony. On behalf of Colonel Derek Awanico, Commandant, Officer Training School, we welcome you to the graduation ceremony for Officer Training School Class 2502. I would like to begin with a brief review of this morning's ceremony. In just a few moments, classes 2502 and 2504 will march in, followed by the arrival of the official party and the presentation of the warrior chip from class 2502 to class 2504. Today's graduates will be in their service dress uniform, symbolizing their ceremonial duties for today. The junior members will be outfitted in their operational field uniform, reflecting their readiness to embrace the challenges ahead. To maintain proper decorum and respect, we ask that you abide by the following protocols. There are times you will be asked to stand. During those times, please stand and render the appropriate courtesies. Military members and veterans in uniform will stand at attention and render a salute. We ask that our civilian guests stand and place their right hand over their heart. Veterans and military members not in uniform may either render a salute or place their right hand over their heart. In addition, please reserve respect during the oath of office. During these oaths, officers pledge their lives to support and defend the Constitution and our country. I will be providing cues throughout the event to guide you. Today's ceremony is a celebration of the achievements of these graduating officers. It is also a ceremony that both teaches and appreciates our Air and Space Force military heritage. Drill is an essential part of military history, a promise that rests on the fact that its fundamental purpose was to prepare troops for battle. For the most part, drill procedures practiced in the past were identical to the tactical maneuvers employed on the battlefield. It was this aspect of drill which made it such an important part of training. Even today, drill remains a necessary and useful training activity for instilling discipline, precision, and esprit de corps. 200 years ago, General Washington enlisted the assistance of Baron von Steuben, a distinguished Persian officer, to help instill discipline in his fledgling army. Baron von Steuben arrived at Valley Forge in February of 1778, facing an army of several thousand undisciplined, half-starved men in rags. To correct these conditions, he set to work immediately to teach the discipline of drill to a model company of 120 selected men. These warriors modeled the way, as they learned to respond to the command without hesitation. As they mastered the art of drill and began to work as a team, this group developed a collective sense of pride in themselves and in their unit. Watching this model company perform, observers were amazed to see how quickly and efficiently the troops could be massed and maneuvered into different battlefield formations. Later, members of this model company were assigned throughout the regular army to teach drill. It was through this simple emphasis on drill that the effectiveness and efficiency of Washington's Continental Army improved. In 1789, Baron von Steuben wrote the American Army's first field manual, the regulations for the order and discipline of the troops of the United States. The drill procedures placed into effect at Valley Forge were not changed for over 85 years, and many of these same procedures are still in use today. One form of drill is the salute. Since early times, warriors have used some form of salute as an exchange of greeting, the most popular of which has been the hand salute. This exchange has been persevered and its use continued in modern militaries, which inherit their traditions from the age of chivalry. Throughout today's ceremony, you will see the officers presenting arms as one form of the military salute. The civilian counterpart of the salute is manifested in various ways, such as placing the right hand over the heart when the national anthem is played, or raising the hand when greeting a friend. The military salute is given in the same manner as a gesture of recognition and a friendly greeting to a comrade in the honorable profession of arms. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the arrival of the official party and remain standing for the invocation given by Chaplain Jeremy Lopez.
Divine Presence, we gather with hearts full of gratitude for these graduates who have committed themselves to the call of service to our nation. Guide them now as they step forward to live by the core values of the Air Force and the Space Force. May they be strengthened with courage and humility, embodying integrity first in every decision, with service before self as their guiding principle. Let their commitment to these values be a model that inspires others, cultivating character and connection with those whom they lead. Grant them excellence in all they do, not only in skill, but in heart and mind, so they may uphold the dignity and worth of every airman and guardian whom they will lead. We lift our thanks today for the MTIs, instructors, and staff who have shaped their journey through Officer Training School. For their dedication, patience, and commitment to molding warrior-minded leaders of character, we are deeply grateful. May their impact be felt far beyond this moment as these graduates carry forward the lessons that they've received. We give thanks for the families, friends, and mentors who have supported them on this path. Grant them the strength they will need to continue to support these new officers as they move forward in service. Holy One, go with these graduates, be their strength and their guide, that they may serve with integrity, humility, and excellence, now and always. Amen.
Thank you, Chaplain Lopez. Please be seated. The reviewing official for today's parade and the ceremony keynote speaker is the Commander, 621st Contingency Response Group, Joint Base McGuire, Dix Lakehurst, New Jersey, Colonel John Foy. The Commandant, Officer Training School, Colonel Derek Iwanico. The Senior Enlisted Leader, Officer Training School, Chief Master Sergeant Aaron Gufford. We are honored to have with us the following distinguished guests. The Commander, Gene M. Holmes Center for Officer Accessions and Citizens Development, Brigadier General Joseph Sheffield, and his Command Chief, Chief Master Sergeant Jennifer McKean. The Deputy Commander, Gene M. Holmes Center for Officer Accessions and Citizens Development, Colonel Christopher Brahman. The Honorary Commander, Gene M. Holmes Center for Officers Accessions and Citizens Development, Mr. Doug Thyssen. The Assistant Adjutant General, Montana Air National Guard, Brigadier General Buell Dixon, accompanied by his fiancée, Julie. The former Chief of Staff of the Tennessee Air National Guard, Brigadier General, retired, Jason Cripps, accompanied by his wife, Renee, and his family, Alex, Billy, and Justin. The former Mobilization Assistant to the Commander, Air University, Brigadier General, retired, Edward Krell, accompanied by Miss Donna Alexander. The Commander, 120th Air Wing, Montana Air National Guard, Colonel David Smith. The Commander, 24th Training Squadron, Lieutenant Colonel Gregory Jackson, and Senior Enlisted Leader, Master Sergeant Joshua Rodriguez. The Commander, 217th Training Squadron, Lieutenant Colonel Sharon Harris, and Senior Enlisted Leader, Master Sergeant Candace Davis. We also welcome all other commanders, commandants, command chiefs, senior leaders, chiefs, staff, and guests who have joined us on this special occasion. We hope you enjoy the ceremony. As part of today's ceremony, we also recognize the achievements of those who are about to ascend from lower class to upper class at Officer Training School by awarding the Warrior Chip. Officers, you may proceed. Today, the Warrior Chip signifies a trainee's elevation to Officer Training School upperclassmen. For these soon-to-be upper-class trainees, the journey to this point has been a rigorous and demanding process. They have persevered, facing challenges that tested their physical, mental, and emotional limits. They have practiced leadership, developed their decision-making skills, and demonstrated unwavering commitment to becoming a warrior-minded leader of character. But today is not just about celebrating their growth as officers, it's about recognizing the character that lies beneath the uniform. It's about acknowledging the attributes that have brought them to this moment: professionalism, communication, war fighting, leadership, and mission execution. These officers have chosen a path that demands more than knowledge. It demands a duty that goes beyond oneself. It requires them to be leaders, to inspire confidence in their fellow airmen and guardians, and to uphold and exemplify the values we hold dear. As they transition to upper class, they are not just progressing in their training, they are becoming part of a legacy that extends through generations of officers who have served with honor and distinction. They are joining a select group of individuals who have answered the call of duty, who have been entrusted with the incredible responsibility of serving and leading our airmen and guardians to defend our freedoms and win our nation's wars. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating the newest recipients of the Warrior Chip, Class 2504. The Commander of Airmen for today's ceremony is Second Lieutenant Madison Bryan. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of our national anthem. Thank you. Please be seated. Officer Training School, United States Air Force, Maxwell Air Force Base, Alabama. Subject: Honor Flight, Honor Squadron, and Commandant Challenge winners, Class 2502. In honor of First Lieutenant Paul J. Smith, the flight that exhibited the best combined and average order of merit metrics and leader of character attributes earns the title Honor Flight. This award recognizes the Honor Flight's demonstrated capacity to live with honor, uplift others, and elevate the performance of their teams. The Honor Flight Streamer is awarded to Flight 212 for excellence as a flight in academic studies, military training, and physical conditioning. Signed, Colonel Derek Awanico, United States Air Force, Commandant, Officer Training School. The Honor Squadron Streamer is awarded to the Gold Hawk Squadron for excellence as a squadron in academic studies, military training, and physical conditioning. Signed, Colonel Derek Awanico, United States Air Force, Commandant, Officer Training School. The Commandant Challenge winner is awarded to Flight 216 for possessing courage, resilience, and hardiness of spirit, enlisting in their inner cause the virtues we must exemplify through blood and sweat in the spectrum as developing as leaders. officers graduating today and passing in review have accomplished a feat of immense significance. They have led the way through the Department of the Air Force's newest and most transformative leadership development course, designed to produce warrior-minded leaders of character, committed to our oath, values, and creed. We observe the graduating officers with their expanded knowledge and experience, taking the lead in this ceremonial pass and review. They confidently march, committed to our core values of integrity first, service before self, and excellence in all we do. Today, we not only celebrate individual achievements, but also the collective strength of our military family. As the colors pass your seating area, please stand alongside us and join in honoring the traditions that unite us all and inspire the next generation to reach even greater heights. The military training instructors passing in review are charged with establishing the precision, self-control, and discipline required within a military force. The military training instructors are led by Technical Sergeant Mitchell Smith, Technical Sergeant Jericho Oko, and Technical Sergeant Dante Watkins. Leading today's parade is the Commander of Airmen, 2nd Lieutenant Madison Bryan, hometown Geneva, Florida. The A Group Commander is 2nd Lieutenant Emily Berry, hometown Phoenix City, Alabama. The Goldhawk Squadron is led by 2nd Lieutenant Justin Campos, hometown Portland, Texas. The Hoya Squadron is led by 2nd Lieutenant Ruben Madrid, hometown El Paso, Texas. Now passing in review, the Color Guard. The U.S. flag is carried by 2nd Lieutenant Sarah McCann, hometown Aurora, Colorado. B Group Commander is 2nd Lieutenant Victoria Vasquez, hometown Fayetteville, North Carolina. The Mustang Squadron is led by 2nd Lieutenant Kenyatta Myers II, hometown Detroit, Michigan. The Wolfpack Squadron is led by 2nd Lieutenant Katarina Rogers, hometown Arlington, Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of the Air Force song, followed by the Space Force song. Thank you. Please be seated. The U.S. Air and Space Force are the world's most preeminent forces in air, space, and cyberspace. We maintain that distinction by securing our objective of global vigilance, reach, power, and remaining true to our vision statement. The world's greatest air and space forces, powered by airmen and guardians, fueled by innovation. Through shared values, key capabilities, and upholding our creed, we continue to achieve our mission and aim high in all we do. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and remain standing while Officer Training School Class 2502 recites the Airman's Creed, followed by the oath of office administered by Colonel Foy. I am an American Airman.
I am a warrior. I have answered my nation's call. I am an American Airman. My mission is to fly, fight, and win. I am faithful to a proud heritage, a tradition of honor, and a legacy of valor. I am an American Airman, guardian of freedom and justice, my nation's sword and shield, its century and avenger. I defend my country with my life. I am an American Airman, wingman, leader, warrior. I will never leave an
administer the federal oath of office to the Air and Space Force officers.
Graduates, raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your full name. Having been appointed a second lieutenant in the United States Air or Space Force, do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same. That I take this obligation freely. Without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion. And that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I'm about to enter. So help me God. Graduates, whether you serve for just a few years or 30, your service puts you in an elite group of Americans who stood tall and accepted the oath to serve their country. That is something you will be able to hold on to for the rest of your life. I challenge you to go out and be the leader of your airmen, be the leader that your airmen and guardians deserve to have. Officers, dismissed.
Thank you, Colonel Ford. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Colonel Awinico, we congratulate Class 2502 on their achievements. We wish them continued success as they embark on their Air and Space Force careers. This concludes today's graduation ceremony. Please take this time to collect your personal belongings and congratulate your graduates. Please be safe as you exit the campus and return home.